It's week 2 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one on Thursday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, you're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 3. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The whole team's offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will score.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
No problem there on the extra point. And his guys move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
He'll tuck it and take off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-3 is our score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Taylor, the motion man. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him, and what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team, and if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
It is 3rd and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle they go. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a...
Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended, throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the space and the breakdown of the coverage, and put that ball on target and lead to the big game.
Now a give up the middle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Taylor, the motion man. A quick throw out wide, caught left side, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble. Down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the visitors cut the deficit down to 1. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
37-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 12-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Quick throw here is complete. Good running on display there, taking it to the 5, but now it is 3rd and goal. And he's in. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And his guys are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll take off again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now this time they'll look. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
At the 27-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season.